Docking sequence 312 UTC International Space Station. My palms were sweaty as I stared through the narrow viewport of the ISS Node 2 Harmony module. The Artemis II return pod had arrived unscheduled and silent, drifting eerily just beyond the hatch. Inside, through the oval glass of the reentry capsule, a single figure sat in a suit. Dr. Adrienne Sale, planetary biologist, her faceplate fogged in the cold. She wasn't responding to comms. "Telemetry says she's alive," said Lieutenant Amari. "No structural breach. See O2 levels rising fast in there?" I toggled the external mic. "Dr. Sale, this is Commander Mercer. You're clear to dock. We're ready for you." Static. Then her voice crackled in. "I'll dock. But I won't come aboard unless you remove the suit. I will not bring it with me. You have to promise." I blinked. "You're at negative 30 degrees cabin temp. You'll die in that capsule. What's going on, Adrienne? Just don't store the suit. Don't bring it aboard. Promise me, Elias, jettison it right into space. Do you understand?" She sounded terrified, not injured, not disoriented. Terrified. He hesitated. Seconds passed. "I promise," I said quietly. I personally helped remove the frozen, stiff suit from Adrienne's body in the airlock. She trembled in silence, her lips bloodless, but offered no resistance, only desperation. I tucked the suit into the secure storage chamber near the docking node. "I'll jettison it soon. Just needed to verify." "You didn't jettison it yet?" Her eyes widened, voice cracking like glass. "You stored it? You stored it?" "Adrienne, we needed to assess." No, you lied." "You don't understand, we're already dead." Contamination alarms began blinking amber. The secure storage locker, sealed, shielded, now glowed with active microbial readings. "That's impossible," said Lieutenant Amari. "These systems are radiation shielded. Nothing breaches that seal without a decompression event." Adrienne slumped against the wall, breathing hard. "It doesn't care about radiation. It doesn't need oxygen. It grows through nervous systems." I tried to contain it, but it learned. It waited. It made the suit its home. "What is it?" "Something we pulled up from the Mariana Shelf, a dormant structure buried in a thermal vent. We thought it was bacterial until it mimicked. It's not just alive. It's curious." The first body was Specialist Tran, found half suspended in the sleeping quarters. Venous systems blackened, eyelids grown shut with fine tissue tendrils. By the time they isolated the chamber, oxygen scrubbers were failing. The systems began rebooting themselves in cycles. Adrienne sat alone in the med bay, head in hands. "It's not just in the suit anymore," she whispered. "It's learning from us. That's how it grows." I locked her in and manually vented Storage Unit A into space, but the readings didn't drop. They rose. Engineer Kolba screamed over comms before going silent. "We found his corpse fused into the wall panel, skin like melted wax." The organism had pulsed through the ventilation system, weaving a translucent nervous membrane along cables and wiring. It didn't just infect, it rewrote. "It's building something," I realized. "Using the ISS, turning it into a host." "Like it did with me," Adrienne said from behind me. She looked at me. Eyes shimmered unnaturally. I raised my tool wrench. "How long have you known?" "Since before docking," she said. "But I needed you to help." "I can't jettison myself, but you can." The lights flickered, then died. A new voice crackled through the comms, my own voice, repeated back to me. It was learning speech, running phrases, testing responses. Cables wriggled across floor panels. The glass in the observation module fogged from the inside, shapes moving behind it. Overgrowth laced the walls like spider webs of muscle. "Commander, we can't stop it," Amari whispered. "We either let it finish, or we get to the Artemis pod. Evac it is." The organism's overgrowth filled the Harmony module behind us as I and Amari dragged a now sedated Adrienne back into the Artemis 2 pod. The once sterile space station now pulsed like a living wound. As the docking clamps released, I looked back. The ISS twitched, like something inside noticed. We ejected. Burn it, Amari whispered. I looked down at Adrienne, eyes closed. Her breathing seemed unnatural, and then back to the ISS. No, I replied grimly. We're going to crash it. Mission log, black box recovered. NASA analysts recovered Artemis 2 after emergency descent. Crew manifestless. Commander Elias Mercer, presumed dead. Lieutenant Amari Song, missing. Dr. Adrian Sale, confirmed deceased. ISS crew, deceased. Final log entry, Elias Mercer. Adrian's situation is worsening. Do not recover. Issuing contained control, eliminate advisory. We are nearing orbital descent soon. Trajectory, Indian Sea. Repeat, do not recover.